Hey, Sharon. Waiting till some more comments come in here. I just see Sharon at the moment. Amanda, Kaysen, agree to disagree. Emma, hey guys, Diane. Morning, guys. So, thank you. Good morning to you, Ziggy. You have done well and good karma came your way. Congrats on landing the home. Keep the faith. Thank you guys. A short stream, nobody believes you. Good morning, everyone. Well, that's the intentions. Okay. The reason why I say short stream is because I'm waiting on a call from the gas company. I have to meet them over at the new place. So I figured I'd come live until they call. They're supposed to give me a 30-minute, they're supposed to call me 30 minutes before they're coming over. So I'm just waiting right now. I wasn't live last night. I kind of took a break because I spent a lot of time getting utilities on, getting internet on. Today, I couldn't stay there last night because, well, for one, I don't have anything in there really. The main reason was the gas isn't on, and the water is being turned on sometime today. So technically I could stay there tonight if I had, beds and stuff. I did get for a little bit of furniture. I got a couch and a little, 2-seater that will be there Monday. So I won't have a couch or anything till then, but that's okay. It's new. And I'm paying payments on it. So that's nice that they allowed that. Thank you guys. I am praying they find summer today. I know, Texas Angel, I got like tons of texts and messages about the searching going on, and hopefully something comes from that. Thank you, Julie. Thank you guys so much. He's okay. He's taking the leave okay. He's helped a little bit. He's going to bring his work truck home tonight and help with some stuff. And we were just talking about what stuff I can take. And, we were deciding on that. I'm now looking for a washer and dryer at a reasonable price. I do know that, the front loaders, they look really nice, but my ex was saying that they leak a lot and they have more problems than the top loaders. So, because I almost decided on a front loader, but yeah, he was like, those have a lot of problems. So right now we're just waiting for a call from the gas company, and I figured I'd come on here until then, because I might not, I don't know. Who knows? I might be on here tonight. I would love to stream from my new place and show you guys a little bit of the inside. They get moldy, D-Ray. They make your clothes small. You mean smell? Jennifer says, I've had a front loader for over 10 years. It does not leak. Or soon to be huge issues. Oh, they grow mildew and yucky smell. Okay. I don't know. I was hoping to spend this one I'm looking at right now is $400. I was kind of hoping to spend like then I had to pay, delivery and install because I don't know how to do all that, like the install. My daughter had bought 2 of those front loaders and they both leaked, so the third one was a top loader. Yeah, I don't want to deal with that, especially I'm trying to don't show the interior, Ziggy. People can compare your new place to recent listings. Okay, I'll look online and see. I don't think there is any pictures online of interior pictures. But I will double check that for sure because that is a good point. Hey, Melissa. My sister bought a new set. Washer leaked around door in 4 to 3 months. If you keep it clean with baking soda, it might be okay. I love my front loader. I had mine for over 12 years. Never leaked, never an issue. They can get moldy in the front, but just keep the door open. Oh, that's a good point. Keeping it open would help. What is your brand, Justice for All? What brand of front loader do you have? I've been through 2 front loaders. Always tear up. I love my good old regular machine with an agitator. Yeah, for sure. I get it. Not today. Especially since I'm going out of my way to make sure like my bills go to a PO box. So these freaking psychos, like, I don't really care about them knowing my address. It's like there's people out there that I will actually show up. You know what I mean? It's a nice house, so I'm not really worried about people seeing it or anything. It's just I don't want these crazies showing up. I have a daughter, just like anybody else. I have kids that I'm protecting. Kenmore lasted me 20 years with a family of 7 with babies. LG has a great warranty. Yeah, I wonder if they have any type of warranty. I guess I should ask these people if they have a warranty. I was looking, I guess I need to wait for LG for all. The front loaders don't use a lot of water to actually leak. Justice for all, did you say a Whirlpool? Whirlpool. Okay. Hey, Candy for you. Michelle says, I have a top loader with no agitator. I don't like it. I think my front loader was way better. It didn't smell. Just keep it clean after you do wash. Just leave the door open for a couple hours. Just cracked. Yeah, that's a good idea. Well, got mine in 2008. I used the clean washer button and put a washer cleaner tablet in. I also clean the seal about 1 time a year. Still cleaning good. Top loader all the way. Yeah, I think I'm going to go top loader. Even though the front loaders, they look super nice. I like the look of the front loaders, but you know what? I'd rather it work good than. So should I ask if it has an agitator? Because I don't know what that means. Should I ask about this top loader if it has an agitator? Yeah, front loaders look great, but don't last long, says All Nighter. I love the look of the front loaders for sure. Yeah, the front loaders look like fancy schmancy. Ask, okay. All right, I just asked him. I'm looking at Facebook Marketplace. It's the stick in the middle that goes up and a, oh. Oh, okay. This one probably does have it then because oh wait, whoa. I think he showed me a picture of the middle. Oh, I don't think it does. It doesn't because I think he showed me the inside and there's like it's just open. Let's see. My landlord just messaged me and said was wondering when you might be at the house to sign the lease. He said there's a 45-day warranty with and it has no agitator. I'll be unhappy with what, D-Ray? It needs an agitator. Let's see. What time should I tell my landlord I'll be there? Well, these people have it's like they have a shop. Jody says, I love mine and it doesn't have an agitator. Yeah. Front load leaves clothes dry when they come out. Less dry time on clothes, less damage to clothes. I've already started, Jackson. A washer and dryer is 1,000. Yeah, true. Yeah. I will put up cameras. Yes, I will be putting up a camera. I also have motion lights and stuff like that. Kind of worried that I don't know if these motion lights are going to go off every time a car passes, though, or not. And if that's true, then it's not going to be. It's going to be kind of pointless. Well, I know for sure that this will be a shorter stream than usual because I just told my landlord I'll meet him at 2. So I have to get off of here before then. So, and it's 10:30. So short stream, 3 hour. I mean, who knows? I mean, the gas company could call me like right this second, and then, you know, that would definitely be like a record for how short of a stream we've had here. It matters which one, garden grower. They have all different kinds. It matters, like, that would, I mean, that's high if it's for, it depends what kind. Is it just the door camera? Or does it include other cameras? Like you can place other areas? Yes, I did, Carrie. I'm so excited. Let me know if anybody's seen Sarah in here. She spells it with extra A's. I don't know if she emailed me back, but she got me a Amazon gift card, but she lives in the UK and it won't let me use it. So, but that was really nice of her, though. Work interfering with. Well, I just got on here, so Lenny, I probably will try to come on here tonight sometime. It matters like how much. God, I hate moving, guys. Like, it sucks. I hate it. I want to just hire somebody, but you know, that's money. No front loader? Yeah, I think I'm going to get a top loader. I'm trying to think. I don't think the one we have here has a agitator. Hey, Jim, does the top, or does our washer here have a agitator?
Yes.
It does?
Oh, no, it doesn't. Our washer doesn't have an agitator.
Oh, people are saying I should get one with an agitator.
No. I just think you get more clothes in.
Yeah, people say the agitator makes it like cleaner and stuff. I don't know. One thing I know about an agitator that sucks is like little, you know, your clothes get sometimes wrapped around it and it's annoying untangling it. No, I'm not doing that living the dream. I'm not talking about that person here because that's not true. You guys heard the voicemails. I don't need to say I lied. They exist. It happened. It's not a lie if it happened. It's a mistake if I accuse somebody wrongly. It's an accident, and that's why I apologized. So I'm not going to admit that I lied because I didn't lie. It happened. And suddenly they stopped. But I'm not talking about that person here at all. I apologize for falsely accusing him. That's it. Sure sounded like him, and especially the first voicemails. But I don't even care anymore at this point. They've stopped magically, and that's fine. We can just leave it at that. I'm not going to say I lied. That's absolutely ridiculous because I didn't lie. It's like a crazy statement. So who's going to be our mods today for today's stream? Let's see. But yeah, we don't talk about that person here, guys. I hate making rules like that. I hate hearing creators say, oh, we don't talk about this or that. Doesn't mean it has to be deleted out of the chat or anything. It just means I will not be addressing that person. It's obvious that I did not lie. The person that called sound different than the voicemails, but I think that they're related. Like maybe it's a son, maybe it's a friend. That called during the live. I don't need to say I lied. I don't lie, guys. You're not going to catch me in lies. You're not going to catch me in lies because I don't lie. It happened. I mean, I don't know how there's any mistaking that. I could have mistaken, you know what I mean? I could be wrong. But somebody who's not going to take an apology for being wrong about, accusing him. I mean, they're wanting the back and forth. That's what they're wanting. And that's not what I'm going to give them. So, and their subscribers know that. They know that in their hearts. They know that inside that that's what that person wants. And that's why they're just strong supporters of them. So they're going to come here and try to get that conversation going. So their favorite creator can get more subs off my back. Not happening. I apologized. You guys heard the voicemails yourself. You can make your own decision. It has stopped. So as far as I'm concerned, I don't even care about it anymore. I just wanted it to stop, and it has. So it's fine. Anyways, I made homemade all natural laundry soap, no chemicals, $20 a year. Wow. Yes, Tweet. She's like super excited. She wanted to stay there last night, but it was 50 degrees in the house. I'm like, we're not staying here. There's no heat right now. I don't care what you say, live in the dream. It doesn't matter what you say. You're a hater and you're going to go against everything I say. Everything I say, you're going to go against. Going to the law is about stupid. You're going to the law for something that did not happen yet. Like, I did not contact the law about those phone calls. I specifically said if it would stop, I will not. And guess what? It magically stopped. I don't care if you think it's enough. I don't owe you anything, living the dream. You're not a supporter here. My real supporters, if they think I did something wrong, or if they think that I didn't handle it right, they will let me know, and I know who they are, and you're not one of them. I doxed an innocent person. Okay, this is probably that creator. I doxed an innocent person. I did not dox an innocent person. Please get real. It was an email between me and him. He tricked me and emailed me from a different email, sending hateful emails, calling me names. And then when I responded with the person that was attached to that email, according to Google, I screenshot it and sent it to him. Then he wanted to say I doxed an innocent person. That was between me and one other person. I don't know. That's quite the stretch saying I doxed. But nice try. I'm not going there, okay? We're done with that guy. We're done with that guy. That creator is a hypocrite. He was high off dope in one of his last lives. Jaw. Oh my God, guys. It was insane. Oh my God. If I was talking about that creator again, we would watch. It was insane. His jaw was like, it was the creepiest thing I've ever seen. That is how people act when, anyways, I'm just saying, yeah, somebody sent that to me and I was like, oh my God, dude, that is so obvious. And let me also comment, there was another male in the background he was talking to. He was eating air. I don't know. I don't know why he's smoking in a hotel room anyways, or motel room. Or maybe he wasn't smoking. He just had the cigarette in his mouth. So, but it's bad, guys. But anyways, yeah, doxing is like what BK did. And he took it to the extreme. That was beyond doxing. That was like, let's dox and like freaking, I don't know what that was called. That was beyond harassment, I guess, or oh, thank you, Cooking Crime. We love you. Did nothing wrong. You already apologize. Yeah, I apologize, guys. If because the person calling the next day sounded differently. It sounded like somebody, somebody's son, maybe somebody's friend. The voicemails and the person I talked to the day before is the one I thought resembled, that sounded like that creator. But once again, the calls have stopped. So, and I apologize. Like, people can have voices like similar, just like, that other day we were playing that call between Dawn and that lady. A lot of people were saying, oh, that sounds like this person, that sounds that person. I know it's not those people that people were thinking it was. I know who it is. People can have similar voices. So it was an honest mistake on my part. I mean, when that certain person is harassing or just like talking about me 24/7 for the last couple weeks, and then you start to get calls that sound exactly like that person, what you feel sounds exactly like that person, and you even talk to them on the phone, didn't deny they were that creator that when I was sitting there saying, this is that, I didn't say that name, didn't deny it. So yeah, I did. I was absolutely sure it was that person. But some people don't think so, and so I thought, well, it's quite possible I wrongly accused, so unless so what I did is I apologized, and for wrongly accusing, I took down the posts of all the calls of wrong, that screenshot of all the calls that I had from that person, because I accused that creator, and so I took it down. I've apologized. I'm not going to sit here and if he wants me to say I lied, that's not going to happen. So he's never going to be satisfied if that's what he wants to say. There's no lying about it. 65% of the people in the chat thought the voicemails sounded like him. It was an honest mistake. You guys, we're humans. Humans make a lot of mistakes every day, daily. Probably every hour of the day. We're not perfect. That includes me. I am far from perfect. I'm going to make mistakes. I'm going to wrongly accuse. I'm going to do things that, fall way short of what I should have done. And that's all of us. And sometimes we have to take an apology, and sometimes you may feel like an apology is not enough. But then if you can remember all the wrong you've done in your life yourself, you would think that that would be good enough. Oh, thank you, Scotty. She loves it. She's so excited. She had her friend, me go pick up her friend, and they were supposed to help move. That's how she convinced me to go pick her up, and they promised they were going to help move. And yeah, instead they played freaking hide and go seek around the house. I was like, are you serious? Yelling and screaming. I'm like, oh, you guys fibbed. Good morning, Trinda. I was in the chat that day and we were all naming names. Exactly. And I apologize. And then guess what? What they're doing, that person and the people in that chat, they're accusing an innocent person. Oh, thank you, Scotty, for becoming a member. Thank you so much. They're accusing somebody else who sounds nothing like the person, okay? But anyways, it's a subscriber here, and they come on the panel all the time, and they're accusing that person. What is the difference of me accusing, that creator and them accusing this subscriber? How come it's okay for them to accuse somebody else, but it wasn't okay for me to say, oh, it sounds like so-and-so? What hypocrites. They were accusing, what's his name? He goes by Silverback. They were accusing him. Like, where did that come from? I even had one of his subscribers, because I saw her talking shit, that I used to kind of talk to, and who's been a guest here. I texted her, I said, why are you talking shit about me? She goes, because you lied. You're bad. I'm like, what? She goes, we know who it is. Go watch his videos. I'm like, I'm not watching any of his videos. He's full of shit. I'm not watching them. So, anyways, she tells me who they think it is, and I freaking died. I'm like, how is it okay that you guys are sitting there accusing this person? But it's different. Like, it's different that you guys are sitting there saying it's this person, but it's not okay for me to say that it's this person. It's the same thing. You guys are hypocrites. She had no answer for that. She wanted to dance around that. Then she wanted to tell me, like, oh, go watch his videos. It will tell, apologies not enough. Exactly what Living the Dream is saying. Apologies not enough. Go look at the videos, and you'll see what he wants. I'm like, I don't care what he wants. Apology should be enough. If he won't take an apology, then that says more about him than me. And that's it. God. I'm not going to say I lied. It freaking happened. It happened. Obviously, I didn't lie, because there was many people saying it sounded like that person. How is that possible for me to say I lied, but yet they're accusing somebody else? Hey, Prayer Garden. Hello, Ziggy. Hello, everyone. God bless, and let us pray in the name of Christ. The searchers find answers today. I know. Are they searching today too? Living the Dream, if you could be more specific, because you're not going to be able to say specifically how I lied, because I didn't. There's nothing to lie about. I know, Gold Star. She says you're giving them too much of your energy and attention. You apologize for whatever happened in the story. Yeah. So let's move on from there because we're just gonna go in circles. Hey, Foxy Lady. They're searching today as well. So let's see. Let's search and see what's recent. Let's watch this video real quick to just change the atmosphere, change the topic. Oh, living the dream. I just told exactly how it happened. Exactly how it happened. That's not a lie if I tell the same way it happened. Oh, while we're watching this video, I'll mod a few people that will be the mods for today's stream. We are every day, in case some people don't know, every day we're going to have, or every stream we're going to have different mods, and then they'll be unmodded at the when we stop. No, just because you're modded doesn't mean you have to stick around the whole stream. But you guys know that I just, I like all opinions. You can delete like name calling and timeout name calling and stuff, and it continues. You can block. You don't have to. Please don't delete or anything like directed at me. That's like name calling or anything. Obviously, doxing needs to be deleted, and so does like any racial slurs.
Months after an Amber Alert was issued for Hawkins County 5-year-old Summer Wells, teams were back in the Beech Creek community to resume search efforts. It is the first time there's been an on-the-ground search in the region in months. As you remember, Summer was reported missing by her family the evening of June 15th. The TBI issued an Amber Alert the very next day. As you may remember, emergency personnel from at least 6 states spent weeks scouring the area near her family's home. No sign of that little girl. Reporter Bianca Moraes joins us now live from the Beech Creek community to give us an update on why law enforcement agencies were back in that area today. Bianca.
Well, we're told law enforcement actually planned this search months ago when they were here last to see if they had missed anything. Crews from about a dozen agencies returned to Beech Creek to launch their second full-scale official search of the area immediately surrounding the Wells home on Ben Hill Road.
We want to wait till this time of year after the frost and that the leaves are off the trees, we can see better and do a more detailed search, hopefully to find some kind of evidence that would help us find Summer.
Local, state, and federal resources were again utilized in today's search. Sheriff Lawson saying they used aircraft, drones, search dogs, and ground crews to search every area. They may have missed something when the vegetation was too thick in the summer. I'm told the TBI has recently received roughly 1,500 tips in the search for Summer. Authorities ask anyone living in the Beech Creek area to continue to search their properties and go over trail camera footage in case any evidence of Summer's whereabouts surfaces. Now, crews are wrapping up the search for today as the sun sets, and we have no idea whether they will be returning tomorrow. Live in Beech Creek, WATE 6 on your side, I'm Bianca Marais.
Bianca, thank you so much. They're working so hard out there trying to find this little girl. And want to let you know the Amber Alert for 5-year-old Summer Wells does remain active. The TBI continues to ask for any credible tips to be phoned in right away at 1-800-TBI-FIND. We'll keep you updated on
First tonight, more than 5 months after an Amber Alert was issued for Hawkins County 5-year-old Summer Wells, teams were back in the Beach Creek community to resume their search efforts.
Now, for the first time in months, TBI agents led a large-scale search on the ground and by air in the rural area around Summer's home. Summer was reported missing by her family the evening of June 15th. The Tennessee Bureau of Investigation issued an Amber Alert the next day, and it remains active tonight. Emergency personnel from at least 6 states spent weeks scouring that area around the family home with no sign of the girl. Well, today they were back. Months later, dozens of members of search teams returned to the Beach Creek community. The TBI posted these pictures you're seeing here on Twitter earlier today, showing that large-scale search with crews walking and flying above the area.
Bianca Murray joins us now live from the Beach Creek community tonight with more on why TBI and other law enforcement agencies were back in that area today. Bianca?
Well, Josh and Sarah, law enforcement tell us they actually planned to return to the search grounds when they were here last, just to see if they had missed anything in the thick vegetation. Crews from about a dozen agencies returned to Beach Creek to launch their second full-scale official search of the area, immediately surrounding the Wells home on Ben Hill Road.
We want to wait it till this time of year after the frost and that the leaves are off the trees, we can see better and do a more detailed search, hopefully to find some kind of evidence that would help us find Summer.
Local, state, and federal resources were again utilized in today's search. Sheriff Lawson saying they used aircraft, drones, search dogs, and ground crews to search every area that they may have missed something when the vegetation was too thick in the summer. I'm told the TBI has received roughly 1,500 tips in the search for Summer. Authorities ask anyone in the Beach Creek area to continue to search their properties and to go over trail camera footage in case any evidence of Summer's whereabouts surfaces. Now, crews are wrapping up their search for the day as the sun sets. We're not sure if they are going to return tomorrow. Live in Beach Creek, Bianca Murray, News Channel 11.
Bianca, thanks. And that Amber Alert for 5-year-old Summer Wells remains active. The Tennessee Bureau of Investigation continues to ask for any credible tips to be phoned in at 1-800-TBI-FIND or email them to tipstotbi@tn.gov.
Okay. So I had a lot of people messaging me yesterday about these searches. You're welcome, just another mother. Yeah, it wasn't his last live. It was the trolling, the one that says let's go trolling for Lycans. If you guys want to see somebody yeah. Anyways, so at the very beginning, you don't have to search anywhere. You just have to watch the first few minutes and you'll notice it immediately. And popular opinion, but in my opinion, Donna Candace didn't do anything to Summer. They're lying and seeming shady because of their drug use and neglect. When Summer went in, the boys were upset she went. Yeah, yeah, I think that this could be possible, that they're acting shady because of other reasons, like because of neglect. I don't think that they did something specifically to her, like, you know, like, I hate saying this word. I don't think they killed her or anything like that. I don't think that at all. It might have been an accident that resulted in her passing, but I don't think that they did something intentionally to end in her passing away. It could have been an accident. It could have been rage, like something maybe I don't know, heat in the moment thing, I guess. Which I guess that could be, considered. But I don't think it was, I don't know. And then I think, when I go back, like every time to that vehicle being taken that day, the Subaru. Why did he take that vehicle that day? It just gets me every time. Then it makes me think there was something planned that day. maybe it wasn't planned for her to disappear, but maybe, I don't know. I just felt like it was taken, especially as much as he emphasizes how, oh, he has 7 alibis, and, he emphasizes this, how Starlink is his best friend, and that's his GPS. Yeah, there was a plan for that day, and that's why he took the Subaru. The boys supposedly, there was, I think one of the boys, I won't single one out, but from what I hear to people that know, are closer to the case, the younger boy picked on her a lot. Now the middle boy was supposedly, I just singled one out, like I said I wanted to do. But I do know, like, the middle boy was supposedly like her protector. You'll see him like holding her all the time, and that's what some people say that are a little bit closer than we are to. Maybe it was so Candace could drive one, not trade. Yeah, a good point there too, Diana. Like, it could have been that. Exactly. I didn't think of it like that. I thought of it as like Dawn was taking the Subaru so there would be some type of GPS from the vehicle. But that's a good point also. Like, maybe so she couldn't be traced. But then, there is the her mother's vehicle. But I don't know how she was, if she was like, didn't want it driven much, or she didn't like other people driving it. Don said in the beginning he believed she is far, far away. I think she is close. They should have followed them undercover from the start. Visit or move her to another location. Just my opinion. One time, I spoke to John. Oh my gosh, Don on the phone a few times when he was like calling us, and when I say us, I mean like us as this channel. And one time when he called me, it was morning time, and I guess he was on his way to work, and he called me to tell me that he just spotted a red truck that looked like it was spray painted black. But that wasn't the more interesting of the call. What was interesting is that he said at one point he passed the truck, and then he turned around to follow it. At first he said he was like near a cemetery. So when he said cemetery, that caught my attention. And I tried to like fish for like what kind or which cemetery. And I was able to get the exact cemetery because I was able to get the roads. And so from the roads that he told me he was near, I found out which cemetery he was speaking on, because then later he told me he was sitting at the cemetery. I'm like, and I even asked him, I said, because it's the one your mother's buried at. And he was like, no. And I was trying to like I didn't want him to think, notice that I was trying to, I didn't want him to notice I was trying to get like information. But I just thought it was weird that he said he was sitting at the cemetery. Like, why was he at a cemetery that, nobody he knows is buried at, right? So, like his mother wasn't buried at the cemetery he's speaking on. I know. Why was he sitting at the cemetery? And then he left, and he said this truck was sitting by a building like at the cemetery. He said he followed the. I don't know. It's confusing. I don't understand. He said he was sitting. I don't know. At first he said he was following it, and then he said, first he was saying he passed it, and then he said he was sitting at the cemetery. So it was weird. I might have it. I might have that part recorded. I don't know. His mother and stepdad are buried right there by his house. He says it wasn't that one. It was, I'd have to look through my text messages with somebody because it's been a while. Let's see. For me to figure out the exact cemetery. I don't know if anybody's interested. Because I did figure it out because I was able later to get the crossroads from him. Well, let's see. Let's save this. I'll show you guys this picture because I'm sending a picture to my computer so that I can show you something. But I'm trying to find. Oh, this is another good thing to share with you guys. Sorry, guys, I'm getting some stuff together. And I'm also trying to find that exact cemetery that he claimed to be at, which is odd. I wish I could search like text messages, like for specific words. Okay, so the cemetery is at Beach Creek, is off Beach Creek Road, across from a road called White Hollow. Shit, now I just lost again. Damn it. I think it's called White Hollow Cemetery or something like that. Beach Creek and White Hollow, whatever cemetery is near there. Not Morrison, it's a Beach Creek and White Hollow. I just of course, my my text messages with this person just jumped and I don't know. Is there a White Hollow Cemetery, guys? Oh, Light Hollow. Light Hollow. Light Hollow. I thought he was saying White Hollow, but it's Light Hollow. Light Hollow Cemetery. Light Cemetery, yes. That area around Morrison and the church down the road is where they are searching around today. Oh. So, Hey, Caroline. I know. I hope so too. I hope somebody's speaking. On someone's live, Candace yelled, "You'll never find Summer. I sure hope this search is not in vain." Yeah. If you have an iPhone to join membership, or also use this link, Nightbot will post it in 1 second. He would be smart to put a body there. They would never look there. Yeah, it's the Light Cemetery. Oh, thank you, Debbie. You can? Oh, wait, I'll show you guys this map too. It tells us exactly where Light Cemetery is in comparison to so I'm like, that was weird. All right. Here, let me pull it up. Here we go. Didn't send. It just like was blank when I sent it. But yeah, okay, I think it should work this time. Let's retry. I don't know. I am Sadok. Okay, here we go. Let's look at this map here. So on this map right here, somebody did for me. It's very nice of them. So I could see right here is Light Cemetery. This is the cemetery that he told me. He claimed to see this red truck that was spray painted black. Light Cemetery Road. And then he told me he was sitting there. Then right after he was sitting there, he went to work. So this was morning time. Let's see here. Which one's their house? I think that their house is supposed to be marked on here somewhere. I don't know if their house is over. I don't think that'd be their house because there'd be more foliage. Solomon's Temple Baptist Church. It's funny because when I saw Prayer Garden here, I thought of our very own Prayer Garden on this channel. So yeah, this is, I don't know though, when in comparison of the house, I thought the house was on here. Because I wanted to know like where exactly it was at. It was seen there yesterday all day. Wait, what was? I have a call. I'm going to answer it, but I don't think this is the one that... Hello? Okay, no, that's not the call we're waiting on. So, the house was on there, Mi Casa as Su Casa. Huh? Who dyed their hair blonde? They're searching this morning. They have most of Sullivan Gardens and Beach Creek covered now. I just came through Sullivan Gardens. Oh. I see Shinners in here. I'm checking for you with my boots on the ground, but they're unfortunately unavailable right now. Oh, okay. Thank you. Red truck was reported yesterday, and guess what? The address did not exist. Funny, it was just on the day searchers were searching. Funny, it was on the day searchers were searching. The Lights hate Dawn. They would never let Dawn in that cemetery. They own that land. Well, I don't know. He told me he was sitting right by that cemetery. I don't know if he was in the cemetery. He said he was sitting by the cemetery. I don't know. I know. I doubt he asked for permission. Who needs permission? Nobody asks permission to go to a cemetery. I mean, you just go. Sway. He wasn't drunk or anything when he was saying this. This was in the morning time, and we were just chatting. It wasn't anything like, he was just casually mentioning about this. It wasn't like he was drunk trying to throw people off track. Hey, Mary. We got Mary in the house. Why wouldn't they want help searching, though? For real, I offered to drive 4 hours there to help. Wow. It's a mile and a half, 4 minutes from his house. Oh, wow. Justice for Summer. Okay, so let's see. There was a couple other pictures I was wanting to show here. I'm sure we all remember this picture. I want to know, really, Chris Marcos was one of Candace's young boys. This is an older picture, but still disturbing nonetheless, from 2014. So this is Chris Marcos here. Probably Josie. Did this guy live with them? I still don't understand this whole debacle with this Chris Marcos guy. Let's see, sending another picture to my computer. When people text me pictures to show, I have to pull them up. I have to send them to my computer through email. Allegedly, he did live there for a while. He's married into the family. He's married to Connie. Who's Connie to them? I know his wife is named Connie. Not yet, really. I mean, just that they're searching because of the trees don't have leaves on it. They were visiting Utah. Well, he doesn't live in Utah. He lives in Wisconsin. I hear, yeah, hear that Light guy, Frank Light, is a real freaking weirdo. I'm not going to mention names because of the, I guess I should put a trigger warning up because this could get into topics that's pretty disturbing. I've talked to a couple people who have personally been hurt, we'll just say, by Frank, and the things that he does are very sadistic. It's gross and horrible, and he doesn't even deserve to walk this earth. He is a real horrible person. And we've got him, and then we've got, I don't know if did he have any connection to the Wells family really, or was it just he lived really close to them? Some, having two horrible people connected to your family like Chris Marcos and Frank Light is quite disturbing. I don't know if Frank Light ever hung out there, but man, is that guy a weirdo. Yes, nay. Yep. Chris is Candace's cousin. Well, I would think so. I would think she is if she would marry something like that. Who would want to marry somebody with a past like that? How is Frank connected? They say they don't know him. I think just Frank is the closest. I do know that Frank is the closest registered offender to the Wells. Hey, Dottie. Oh, is it James Light? I thought it was Frank Light that was like real close. Light Cemetery is not private. Anyone can go there. My info is solid. Thank you for that. Thank you, Foxy. He lives next door to the Wells. 85% of the counties in Tennessee have sex trafficking. Wow. Released from jail not long before Summer vanished. If he is the cousin, it was him. If he is the cousin, it was him, and he is bad news. I thought Marcos was Grandis's brother's Warren's son. Background rap sheets with Candace years back. Lived with Grandis off and on. I think he's married into the family by Connie. He's married to somebody named Connie. Chris Marcos married Connie, a relative to Candace Harrer. Connie married her stepbrother. Not blood related. Connie is a cousin to Candace Bly. Okay. So he's like a cousin-in-law, if there's such a thing. Mary, is your dad okay? Yes. Yes, a very bad history. No. He did bad things to her, like horrible things, like you can't even imagine type things. I hope so, lease. Hey, Misty Dawn. It's all drinking buddies with Tony Hammonds. Who's Tony Hammonds? Chris was Grandis's nephew, which would make him Candace's cousin. Probably Sharon. He's not her cousin. His wife is her cousin. Yes. I believe Connie is his stepdaughter, even. Frank Edward Light was taken into custody Monday on a warrant for sexual exploitation of a minor, a Sullivan County grand jury. Yeah. Thank you, Matt. Well, there's definitely people that have looked into that. For sure. Like legit organizations and hey, Zigzag. Don is a distant relative of the Light family in Tennessee. I did talk to I didn't notify TBI, but I did talk to EquiSearch about it. But it was quite confusing, Bambi, because at one second he was like, I was driving by it, this cemetery, and then the next, a few minutes later, he was just like, he said he's sitting at the cemetery, so it was weird. The problem in that community is the drug abuse. Just like most states, there are places where it's out of control. Hawkins and Sullivan County are bad. Yep. Hey, Felicia. I think they're all crazy. That is why 99% over here on Ziggy's True American Freedom YouTube, where the truth is welcomed always. And no, Donald was home yesterday, going no place but outside to look and sweat. Did you talk to him yesterday? He won't talk to me anymore. He's staying away from YouTube, which is probably best. I mean, I know that's been difficult for him because we know Frank Light history. He's sadistic master predator. Yep. No, he's not. He's going downhill fast. We don't expect him to live much longer. Aw. And she's speaking about her father. I am very sorry to hear that. Hopefully people refrain from bothering family members, like his parents. Monica, we change the mods daily. So, but yeah, I think he has been recommended by a couple people. That's what somebody said. They said the Light family owns that cemetery. Okay, I know for a fact I have to leave before 2. So when I say short, like I'm also waiting for a phone call from the gas company because I have to meet them to turn on the gas over at my new place. So it could be, but But I do know for a fact I have to get off at 2, so it will be shorter than usual, but for sure. She was married to him? I didn't know she was married to him. Sorry, guys. I'm helping my daughter real quick. Thank you, Misty. I'm excited for you girls to have your own place. Best wishes and cheers to your new adventures. I would be looking at where the land behind the cemetery is in question. Here, let me find a video to watch for just a couple minutes. I have to help my daughter with something real quick. Let me see what there is that new.
First tonight, more than 5
I'm trying to find something, guys. Sorry. My daughter is being very ridiculous right now.
Hello everyone, my name is Michelle. I hope you're doing well. Welcome to another video. I'm in the woods this morning, hiding from the wind, but there is a reason why I'm in this particular part of the woods. So let's get straight into it. No intro, just get straight into it, Michelle. Come on, get to the point. So you have to have been living under a rock. If you've been following the Summer Wells case, you must know that there is a massive search effort. Started yesterday. It was a surprise to everybody. It's massive. They've got about, I don't know, over 100 people, maybe 150 people out there, Hawkins County sheriffs, the TBI, Churchill Rescue Squad, another rescue squad from Hawkins County. They've got dogs, And yes, I assume they've got cadaver dogs and they've got drones. An aeroplane was circling, a helicopter was circling. It is big. It is big. But they are focusing on one specific area. And that's what's of particular interest to me. And that's what I'm going to talk about. So we're not going to get into any of the conspiracies that I can see developing. Right, guys, I can see that. I can see it developing. That, you know, they must have had a tip-off and it's got to be the parents and they're going to arrest them and they know where the body is. Da, 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 da. Well, they could have done. They could have had a tip-off, but they are saying that this is a planned search, and this makes total sense to me. Right, the reason why I'm standing here at this pond. So this is the lowest part of the woods, right? And it floods really easily. The little river, the creek runs along here. And this is always saturated land. Even in the heat of summer, this is saturated land. So it doesn't take much for it to completely flood. And the other day I was here and I walked through here. You saw me do it. I walked through here and it was dry. Yes, it was muddy, but it was dry. A few weeks ago when we had a lot of rain, it was exactly like this. In fact, it was higher than this. And I've got my tall boots on today. Well, they're taller than those yellow ones I've got. To show you just how deep this is. Right, I'm only at the edge. And it's now almost the top of my boots. We've had a couple of days of rain, just a couple of days of rain, and this is what it does. And I used this pond a few weeks ago to demonstrate why they hadn't found Brian Laundrie, even though they've been searching for over a month in Carlton Reserve. There was large tracts of that reserve that were underwater. And people were saying, well, water can't recede that fast, and it's got to be some kind of setup, and all of this stuff. And I use this as a microcosm example of how quickly land can flood. Right? Now imagine thousands of acres like this, right, as what happened in the Carlton Reserve. I mean, with Brian Laundrie, it was a little bit different. They were at the opposite end than they should have been. They should have been in the most obvious place, but no, they weren't, because they were following signs that someone was living there, right? Because there was this other guy who'd been on the run for 2 years who was camping there. So they just got it wrong. But what does this mean in relation to Summer Wells? Well, in June, when they did that, they did I think 2 weeks of really concentrated searching. By June the 24th, Captain Tim Coop, and you can see the press conference over on Michelle Walks. I've got all the press conferences over there, link in description, and link in cards here. And they covered 4.6 square miles using, you know, drones, helicopters, divers, dogs, grid searches. They'd done a big search effort to try and find Summer. But I'm going to use these woods as another microcosm, right? Because what we're entering here, we go through this non-existent fence, but these posts mark the boundary, right? So this side is local authority land, so it's a nature reserve. This side used to be local authority land, but it was auctioned off for a housing development. Now, it was auctioned off well over a year ago now, and nothing happened. So I don't know whether it didn't sell or I don't know, right? But in summer, this is almost unwalkable. There are some parts of it that you can get in, and this is only a couple of acres, right? Because the parcel of land that they were selling was, I think it was something like 2.2 or 2.4 acres. In summer, this part is okay, but when you move any further in, it becomes impossible to walk through. Impossible to walk through because of the undergrowth. The undergrowth is so dense. And remember, this is just a microcosm. Imagine trying to walk through thousands of acres, because 4.6 square miles is thousands of acres. But yet it only scratches the surface of the vastness of the terrain around there. It's a mountain. They're searching on a mountain, right? And then you've got these really interesting kind of mountainous bits. The Appalachian Mountains are, I think they're beautiful. And then you've got these flat areas of farmland, and then you've got another mountain, and then it goes on and on and on and on. So Summer's home, 110 Ben Hill Road, is at the edge of the mountain, and 4.6 square miles is nothing in the vastness of that terrain. And I can well believe that there was large parts of that terrain that they wanted to search but couldn't because of the inhospitableness of it, right? Because heat-seeking technology on the helicopters and the drones and stuff, looking for signs of heat, so looking for signs of people, alive people or recently dead people. Sorry, it's dark, guys. It's not even sunrise properly yet, and it is raining. And I've come to the difficult part of the woods to prove my point. Right, so if the ground is thick, really thick, the helicopters could miss. The helicopters could miss things that are hidden, right? A body in a sinkhole or an entrance of an old mine that nobody knows about. And certainly, if it's too inhospitable for humans, then they can't take the search dogs there, right? When I made a video in this area in summer and I got stuck, and I had to beat this down before my dogs would go through it. And I came through here, a couple of weeks ago, and it's a lot less dense now. It's raining really, really bad, guys. It's a lot less dense now, but my dogs still wouldn't go through this part here that I've brought you to until I'd beaten it down, because they were getting scratched to high heaven. Now, you imagine the vastness of the terrain in Tennessee, and this is a microcosm. In June and July, when the foliage is at its highest, then you're not going to be able to penetrate it with anything. So the likelihood is that things were going to be missed. So that's why I believe them when they say it was a planned search. What I want you to do is suspend any dislike you've got of any particular creator. Because on this channel, I don't bash creators. I just don't mention the creators that I don't like, because I don't watch them. But I don't bash creators, and I take my information from everywhere, right? I'm not on a side. I'm not in a gang, right, guys? Not in a gang. Not part of a group of creators who've stuck together and who dislike other creators. Because beneath all of that drama and silliness, we are all here for the same reason, and that is to find Summer Wells, or at least that should be why we're here talking about Summer Wells. It should be because we want to find her. We want her offender or offenders, whoever was responsible, whoever that might be, to face justice. We want to see a resolution. We want to see Summer come home. Most probably, this is a recovery mission. By the looks of things, this is a recovery mission. And where they're searching, it's a recovery mission. Right? So let's not be under any illusions. I'd love them to find Summer alive. But honestly, guys, I think this is a recovery mission. But we want to see Summer come home and laid to rest and given the respect that she deserves. That's what we all should be here for, right? So anyway, yesterday's video, I concluded by saying, after doing the Truth in the Hills series and going right back to the beginning, watching all the early pressers, watching all the early interviews, and completely ignoring all of the misinformation, right, that has come out in the last 5 months and going right to the beginning. And I spent over a week, the playlist is available. I spent over a week going through the culture of where Summer was growing up. I went through the 4 main theories that kind of dominate, concentrating on the whys, the motives, not the how, the why. So abduction, wandering off, accident, and that's a cover-up, or being sold or trafficked, right? Either by the parents or by somebody else. Having done that, as I was talking to you guys, as I was recording those videos, I was thinking, this is so unlikely. This is so unlikely. And I was thinking that about every single theory. Anyway, yesterday's video, like the second half of yesterday's video, I got into talking about, look guys, the simplest explanation, however unlikely you might think it is, and I think it is.
You guys, sorry, I'm dealing with something important. I will be right back.
Is that she just wandered off. And that's what I concluded yesterday. And I said, I think she just wandered off because Candice and Grandma were either asleep or whatever, for whatever reason, just not paying attention. You know, maybe Grandma had just gone into a trailer. She doesn't live in the house. Early start in the morning. She had to be at the hospital early. And she fell asleep, and maybe so did Candice. And she wandered off. In my opinion now, and I've changed my views so many times, you know, my original thought was the parents are innocent. It was just a timeline.
You guys, I am so sorry. I'm losing my voice. I am so pissed right now. Oh my God, you guys. I had everything scheduled to be worked out today. So what happens when I let my daughter's friends come over to see the house yesterday? They were messing with valves and stuff like that when there was no water and no reason to. The water company goes out there today to turn it on, but couldn't because they were messing with the valves and turned it on. So I don't know when I'm going to be able to get them out again. I'm so mad right now. Just because they decided to play around with the valves. So there's no water and no like toilet or anything like that. All they had to do was shut it off, but they didn't. So I just got a call while I was, sorry guys, I'm losing my voice. I just got a call while I was making some food while we were playing that video from my landlord. The water company had been out there. He was waiting on hold for over an hour to try to get it worked out for me. Just to be told he can't. It has to be me that calls. And I asked my daughter if they were messing with valves. And she said, yeah, and I'm like, why? I told you guys there was no water on. So who knows when they're going to be able to come back out to turn it on. And I'll probably be charged for that visit. It's just irritating. It's something so minor, something so minor that to do. It's just turn off a valve. He had just got done telling me yesterday, if there's any valves on or anything, they will not turn on the water. Just got done talking about this. So I'm waiting on a call back from the water company. Won't be staying there tonight now because of that situation. It's ridiculous. Anyways, sorry, it's just frustrating because we could have had it on, moved in today, everything, but something just like a valve being or a sink being on when there's no reason to freaking turn on a sink when there's no water. I know. And I'm like, well, why didn't they call me and not you? The landlord, and he's like, well, I was there because I was looking at he was trying to catch me there. And I guess they left a note on the door. I just wish they would have called me. I'm a half mile down the road. So, anyways, I don't know if I'm going to be able to talk now. I was so freaking mad. Yeah, learning episode. No touching. I'm going to have to go. I can't even talk. Off to the dungeon. It's just absolutely frustrating. Now I can't even get a washer and dryer for somebody to hook up. Oh, thank you, Felicia. I can't even talk. That's why I did a little bit of yelling, that if you could tell. It's just frustrating. So that's why I'm trying. Hopefully my voice will come back here in a second. I don't understand why the kids were messing with stuff like that. So oh my God, guys, thank you so much, Julie and Felicia. You're so sweet. Thank you, guys. Yeah, so well, gargle with some warm salt water. Okay, I'll do that real quick. Let's watch this. Maybe that will help. But thank you, Julie and Felicia, real quick. I wanted to say thank you again. And maybe if I gargle with some water, I'll get back. I was yelling a little bit because I was pretty mad. I'm like, why are you messing with this? You guys, it's just frustrating. Who knows when they're going to be able to come back? You know what I mean? And I'll probably be charged, probably $50 for that visit. Well, here I'm gonna try to gargle like that person told me. That way we can continue this live. I just need a minute so that, And thanks to Michelle After Dark for this video. Hopefully she doesn't mind me playing this whole thing. Let's see. Here's her link again. I just feel bad. The landlord was on the phone with the water company for an hour trying to help me out. They wouldn't talk to him. He said he waited for like an hour to get on the phone with them. So, and he just got done telling me yesterday, no valves can be on, or they won't turn it on. Please have people on your panel to talk. I'm in the ER. I'm lonely. Well, it will. Okay, we will. I just have to, for me to add people, I need to, so guys, yeah, I will have to, when I get a call here in a second, I'll have to answer it. It's okay, hon. It's just.
And then Maddie's saying, well, it's not Anna's fault. When I walked away and she was still by the sink and she didn't freaking turn it off. She's like, I'm not going to let you do that. She's like, I'm not going to let you blame it all on Anna. I was like, shut up.
Hey, well, I'm live. It's okay. It's fine. It's just, it puts us behind. Okay?
No, we have to stay with the gym.
You sound like you smoke a 3-pack a day of 6. I yelled. I don't think I've yelled that loud like ever in my life. I was so mad. It's silly, but you know. Thank you, Julie. Well, maybe this was a lesson. You know, you can't mess with that.
Then why was it on if it wasn't supposed to be turned on? Because the water was coming out really good, but then it stopped.
Well, there was probably some left in the pipes from when it was on. Yeah, that's like, look at Carrie. She's laughing now. Let me gurgle real quick, and then we'll have people up on panel.
That troubled me. And then we started with all the different theories and this, that, the other, and it all got really complicated. Actually, stripping it all back and taking it all back to the beginning, I've realised that actually this is potentially very, very simple. And I knew about those footprints in the neighbours' yards. I knew about them from day one, well, from whenever they were posted. Right? I knew about them. And I ignored them. And so did everybody else. I think people just didn't know about them. And then recently, it's kind of come to light again. And I've said, look, it's not verified. I want Ellie to verify this. And you know what? Where they are searching now, that's my verification. Because according to Cracking Cases, listen to this clip.
Don't take me for facts, but what I can see and where they have been circling and going on is right there. The drones are sitting up, you know, where is that? About, it's halfway in between Mount Carmel Church where they are in the property. Yeah. The drone's in it.
The drone station, where they're sending the drone up from, and the drone is kind of making it circle round, right where, in between Mount Carmel Baptist Church and Ben Hill Road. And that's where the footprints were. The footprints were in 2 neighbours' yards. Now, I wanted confirmation of the direction because I knew the neighbour, I knew the name of the neighbour before it all got, you know, anonymised. I knew the name of the neighbour. I'd looked up where he lived, but then he took everything down and it's...
Okay, I think it's getting a little bit better. I don't know. I doubt that they'll be able to come back out today. And I don't even know who to call, like, to get them back out. Like, I'm just calling as a new service because but thank you guys so much for the support. It's not that big a deal. It just kind of puts us behind. And I was just really pissed because I was like, oh, we could be, moved in tonight if we wanted to. But now we can't because we don't have water. And you need water to flush the toilet. There's not even any way for me to bring, like, I could bring, I don't have anything to put water into, like, if I had, like, milk jugs or something, I could bring a bunch of water over to flush the toilet. And then it would be fine for another day or so. Yeah, Michelle, I love watching Michelle After Dark. It is disappointing because it's just something so simple, you know what I mean? It's turning off a freaking the sink. I guess they were messing with the sink. I already told them we didn't have water, so I don't know why they were doing that. Then she just told me they were pouring something down the sink. I'm like, why did you do that? Don't pour anything down the sink. We can't. I don't understand, but buy some gallons of water. I could, but gosh, that's good. 5-gallon bottle of water. I could do that too. No, Dee Dee, they came on to turn on the water and I wasn't there. They told me I didn't have to be there. But what happened was yesterday when my daughter's friends were over there, I guess they were messing with the sink turn-ons or whatever. And so they didn't turn them off. And come to find out, the water company was out there today to turn on the water. But since one of the things was not turned off, they wouldn't turn on the water, which is something the landlord told me and stressed to me to make sure all of them were turned off or they won't turn on the water. So there's no heat yet. I'm waiting for a call. I'm also waiting on a call back from the water company so I could reschedule them to come back out. I don't know that, Debbie, there's a way for them to tell if if not everything's turned off, if there's some kind of leak or something. I guess there's a way to tell. But 79 cents. Okay. Thank you guys. I like the 5-gallon idea. I think that's a good idea. Because that's all we need water for. I have water bottles in the fridge, but I'm not going to use those water bottles just to fill up the toilet. You know what I mean? The meter would spin. That's how they knew a faucet was turned on. Oh, okay. Oh, is he able to? Is somebody able to do that? Is there a way? Like, he probably could do it, but he went to work. I'm sure he knows how to do it, but let's see. I have a call. We'll see if it's hello. This is her. Okay, not the call I was looking for. Well, it's just stressful, guys. It could have been turned on. We could have been, huge. Go to Advanced Auto, get the huge gas containers. That's a good idea, too. Better buy about 10, right? Well, gosh. I mean, I guess we wouldn't have to flush it every time unless it was, number 2. and hopefully, it will be turned on, hopefully tomorrow, but let's see. I tried going on their website and scheduling, but they couldn't get it on for American. I think it's called American Water Company or something. I mean, depends on where the water company shut the water off at, if you can do it manually, the meter or the road. I did call them, but there's over a hour wait, so I requested a call back. So I have my phone, and I also am waiting for a call from the gas company too. So, yeah, I have to answer every call. Usually I don't answer my phone. I'll poop on the neighbor's lawn. What? It's okay. Like, I'll get one of those 5 gallons, a couple of those. Oh, okay. I just need you guys to be.
She said, yeah, you can come over again, but we need to act more mature.
Yeah. Just turn off out. It's okay. It's not the end of the world. It's just frustrating.
Can they come back tomorrow?
Maybe. But if they say they're going to help move, then that's not what they need to do. Can you close the oven so we'll cook? Are you sure? Let me have that one. Let me see. All right. Hold on, guys. I need to pull this out of the oven for her. Go to Dollar Tree. Yeah, I could do that. I am signing today, Gemini. I'm meeting him at 2. I thought it was supposed to be yesterday, but he's actually using a lawyer, which is weird. Whatever, that's fine. But I guess the lawyer owes him something, so he's gonna have this lawyer make up the lease. I've never had a lawyer or a lease that needed a social security number, date of birth, and all that. I was like, what? But he couldn't get it done yesterday. We were supposed to sign yesterday, but he's already paid and stuff. It's just, I could do that too. Oh, I've never used my boyfriend or ex-boyfriend, he was the landlord for 7 years of our relationship, and we never used a lawyer. Hold on. You don't need to use a lawyer. I mean, it's perfectly legal to, a signed document is perfectly legal. Are you sure you don't want to get this crispier?
I don't know.
You want me to cook it a little bit longer?
It tastes good.
Well, we can take out some of it and then.
Are you on? Are you
Yeah,
on?
I'm not muted, so. Here,
Hey.
we could take some of them if you're.
You should say hey back. That's kind of neat.
They are saying hey. They're just you can't see. Or you can't hear it.
I'm putting butter on mine.
Sorry, I got mad. No, you better be.
Well, I told her.
I mean, I guess you're disappointed too because we can't get moved in as soon. So,
I don't want Anna coming back ever again.
Well, you should probably tell your friend that it's your fault too, so that you don't just blame it on them.
I did.
It's fine. It's not the end of the world. It's just disappointing. Boyfriend, ex-boyfriend. I don't know what to call him, Debbie. Been together for 9 years, so it's weird, you know.
Where's Jenna?
Yes, Dawn is related to the lights.
Where's Jenna?
I don't know. She's probably sleeping. I hear you, Ziggy. Everything was moving nicely. Then some damn thing blocks the flow. Nice. You have to worry about. Now you have to worry about shit. Yeah. And plus, they'll probably charge me. I'm guessing they can't just keep going out to somebody's house to turn on water and have, them not be, situations like this over and over. I don't know if they allow one. It's better than moving into a garage with Killa. Who's now my friend? Oh, I guess I could say friend, but I think it differentiates him by saying boyfriend because then people know who I'm talking about. Thank you, Faith Over Fear. Anyways, you guys want to open up a panel? We could just like bullshit and tell about summer or whatever you guys want to talk about, except you know who. That one channel I said I don't want to mention.
What channel?
The one that here, let me pin that because I'm just waiting for a call. There might be a point when the water company calls that I might have to, the gas company is supposed to call and just let me know 30 minutes in advance, but the water company, I might be on there for a minute. Mary said they weren't related. Okay. Make your daughter stay another night at the old house to teach her a lesson.
No.
Well, I don't know, Caitlin. I don't know if we have a choice now. Because.
Well, at least we have heat. We could just pee in the yard. That's what Maddie said she was going to do.
Pee in the yard?
Yeah, you have a problem?
What if you have to go number 2?
I'll wipe my butt with leaves.
Okay. Anyways, the link to come up is pinned to the top. The water isn't locked, turd that crapped on yourself. That's really easy and you don't. How do you turn it on yourself? Where is it located at? I don't know where it's located. My ex would know how to do all that, but he's...
Just call him Jim.
Use a bucket for the bathroom.
Oh, good idea.
She said good idea. Yeah, how will you pee in the yard? How and show me how I impersonate it. Well, you don't have to pull down your pants and everything.
But like,
what if it dribbles down your leg?
That's okay.
Oh my God. Okay. People are saying, "Hey, mini Ziggy."
Hey.
Hey, stop. Stop.
Sorry, I drank almost half.
YouTube it, Ziggy. That's a good idea. Sassafras.
What they say?
Can't do it unless you get permission. Don't mess with it. Yeah, that's true.
Well,
Don't want to get in trouble. That's for sure. Dee Dee says, "Oh my God, what am I listening to?" Jamie says it's called squatting. Duh.
Exactly.
Self-made says there's a little cover out in your yard. There's a hole with a cover. I mean, I could do it on my leg video with you later if it doesn't.
What?
Could do it on my leg video. Live
video.
She probably means live video with you later if it doesn't.
We can still move in.
Yeah, that's okay. Was that your kid? That's a good idea. She's a trooper. Good job. She's interesting.
What's a good idea?
I guess to use the bathroom outside, I guess. Where would you do it where people want to see you? Hey, it's still cooking. Close the oven.
No.
Please?
They're good.
Okay, well, take out what you want and then, ew, you're putting butter on it?
It's good. It tastes like
Here, just pull out, guys. The link's pinned to the top, guys. Here.
Give me a lot.
I'm getting you the wedges.
What do you mean wedges? The corners?
No, the wedges of I made the wedges for you. The other ones are for me. There's some to hold you over. If you don't care if they're crispy or not, then there you go. Okay. Does little Ziggy eat a spoon of butter?
Yes.
No, you don't.
Only if it's Land Lakes.
Ziggy, is that now your ex? Yes, he's my ex. Have you totally moved on? Well, we're still here with him in the same establishment, but we have to still, I'm waiting on, we have to move over her bed. I got a bed for myself yesterday that I have to go try to set up. I'm waiting for the gas company to call and tell me that they're going to be over there.
Look at the cat.
Ew, don't let him do that. Just pull out a spoon of it or a little bit of it if you wanted to on a napkin or something. There's a napkin right there. Gross. That's weird. Ew. The cat's eating butter.
That's bad.
Well, that's gross.
What?
They make buckets with commode seats in the hunting section at Walmart. Oh.
What's Walmart?
Lenny says she's taking you camping with no toilet.
Whoa.
I mean, I guess if you don't mind using the bathroom outside, then my cat eats butter as well. Between it's 12:25 here. Self-made, but before who closed? Maybe I missed your last message. Let me see. Was somebody backstage that I didn't notice? Trying to get on panel. You can call them though, and if it's not locked, they'll let you. They'll let you usually. They're not bad about that. Okay, well, I'll ask them when they call. I'm waiting for a call back from them. All I have is an 800 number to yours eats butter too. I've never heard of that. Tell little Ziggy to dig a hole outside. Use the waters on, then cover the whole back with dirt.
You're not allowed to dig in other people's yards. You get mad.
Yeah, we're renting there, so it's not really ours, but I don't know.
No, I ain't diarrheaing outside.
Oh, thank you, Barbie. Pretend you're on the show Off the Grid or Homestead Rescue or whatnot.
Naked and afraid.
Garbage bag liner in the toilet. Easy peasy.
That's a good idea. You put garbage bags in the toilet.
Ew. Butter is great for fur balls, really? Okay, guys. The water company, they should be calling me anytime. They said, let's see. It's been 40 minutes. Should be any minute. Caitlin.
Sorry.
Thank you, Debbie. Use a litter box. There's vestiges. Thanks for. Oh, no wonder I couldn't hear people backstage. I didn't have my volume up. So sorry for the that's if there was somebody that was trying to get up on a panel, because I didn't know, because I didn't have my. I turned down the volume when we were watching that video from Michelle After Dark, because I was trying to contact the water company.
The whole thing with Summer had me going yesterday. I almost cried because I thought they was going to find something.
Yeah. Sam, it says your devices are not connected. I'm kind of concerned. I think that Sam person is a you know who supporter. But just wait till they turn it on, then go. Did I see your message above? Let me see here.
It's hot in here.
It is kind of hot in here for some
Tell
reason.
me why I got dressed when you said we were leaving to see the house.
Butter is poisonous for cats. It was margarine. Is that this? Is that true?
Ruby's gonna die.
No. And then you pause the stream since you're now on it. Wait, what, Sam? I'm going up and trying to. There's a concrete square rectangle shape, usually near the front side of the house. Jim can lift it and turn the valve on with pliers. Mine is in the middle of my grass on side of driveway. Oh, concrete square rectangle.
Hey, Ziggy, private chat, I'm going to put in what it says about butter for cats.
Okay. Is it margarine or butter? Okay. Butter is fairly common as a hairball remedy, but it should be used with caution. While fat is a necessary part of a balanced diet for your cat, some cats don't tolerate it well, which can lead to upset stomach and pancreatitis. Okay. Yeah, it's definitely not going to be something that we give often. That's good to know, Bella. I'll talk to the water company and see if it's something I can do myself, but they'll probably tell me not to because they don't want They probably don't want people messing with their I don't know. Yeah, Sam, you don't have to have your camera on. It's cream, nothing else. Well, this was margarine, which is probably worse. Justice for Summer Moon Utah Wells. Don't mess with the water in a rental, Ziggy, especially since he already told you to leave everything off. He didn't tell me to leave it off. But he meant leave the valves, like, you know, the sink, like how you turn it on and stuff. When I say valves, that's what I mean. That was on because they were messing with it. The kids were messing with it yesterday, I guess, even though I told them the water is off. So they tried it anyways, and they didn't turn it off. And now we have to reschedule the water turn on. And I'm waiting for a call back. Should be any minute. How is Don related to the lights? Is it by his mom's husband? I don't know. Mary, do you know? I don't know if he is. Somebody is saying like he possibly is, but it's a great thing to know where to turn your water off and on at the main in case of bad leak. Yeah, I'm guessing it's probably locked anyways, wherever you turn it on and off. Because I'm sure that they have people that turn it on themselves, and I would guess it would be locked anyways. Of course, I could always, if it wasn't, I mean, I could use it for a second to like flush the toilet and then turn it off. I don't think it is. Does the house have a cellar? You know what? I learned yesterday that I didn't know. It has a basement, a full-size basement. I had no idea. So I was like so excited. It's really creepy and scary down there. It's definitely not a finished basement. I'm gonna have to put a dehumidifier down there. But yeah, I didn't know how to a basement.
Good place to put a washer and dryer.
Yeah, the stairs are dangerous. It doesn't have like a handrail to hold on to. And it's like very steep. So I was thinking I could store my products down there if I kept a dehumidifier down there, and put them up on a, higher level. So
Yeah, hopefully it doesn't leak.
Bella says they can't lock it because homeowners need access. Oh, okay. Mary, so you have looked into the genealogy of his stepfather. Why did she respond about, did I miss her comment? He's not related in any way, says Mary, to the lights. Let me take this out of the oven here. Okay. Dang, they're taking a long time to call back. I called him at 11:50 and it's been 45 minutes now. Okay, so the mom, I'll ask. Okay, I have a call. Messages take over. Well, let's see her first. Let me answer it. Yeah, it is them. Can you talk to people in chat messages?
Yep.
Hello?
So, how you guys doing today? um, I don't know much, but I could say I don't know. um, hi. Yeah, not use a gas can for water. I was gonna say something about that, but then I was like, it might not be that bad, but yeah, gas can for water. I don't know about that. I'm dancing. I'm a dancing. uh, uh, yeah, I was trying to tell her that gallons of water were pretty cheap, but I guess they went up. I live in Indiana too, so we pretty much got the same stores. So uh, I yeah, I guess they went up to 99 cents. Well, the ghost, I didn't. The last 2 nights I haven't done, has nothing's happened. So I think it's only when at night when she does her lives at night and I come up on panel. I think that's the only time that it happens. I know because the blue 5-gallon jugs from Walmart is for water. That oh, I got pulled down. I'll shut up. Yeah, there was a. I'm not sure what it was, Willows. When I get touched on the shoulder when I sit in my chair at my computer sometimes, and there's just a wall behind me and my bed. So I don't know. Uh, yeah, I turned my mic. Oh, you guys can still hear me even though I'm not up there. Okay. Okay. Well, because you can't see the picture, I'm going to re-announce myself. I'm Vestiges. Bonnie, yeah, I'm thinking that too, but it just recently started happening. So, and it's been a few years since someone's passed in my family. So, no, I'm not going to talk to it. There ain't no way. No, I acknowledge that it's there, but I'm not going to do any communications with it at all. Yeah, I know they're trying to send me a message, but I don't want to take the risk because what if it's evil? Uh, I don't want to take that chance. Yeah, it won't hurt. Listen to you. It won't hurt. It just wants a hug. It only was a hug and rip out my insides. No, it's okay. I can deal without. I can't sing, so no singing to ghosts for me.
Sir, can you hear me? It says I'm in the
Yes.
show.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, this is my first time doing this. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's all right.
It says that Ziggy's muted.
Yeah, she's on the phone with, it might be the water company to get her water turned back on.
Okay. Is it
She just, go ahead.
is it possible, like, since this is my first time, to actually see what people are still saying in the chat?
Yeah, do you, what are you on the phone?
Yeah, I'm just on an Android.
Okay, I'm on computer, so I really don't know how to get the screen flipped over, but there's a private chat and comments, and if you click on the comments, you can see what everybody's saying in chat. But I
Okay.
don't know how to get to that part. Ziggy would know how to do it,
Yeah, I
or
don't
someone
want
in
to.
chat. Someone in chat could probably tell you too.
It
Uh,
says chat, cam, mic, leave. But when I hit chat before, it was like, I think more of the private chat versus the public chat that's on the bottom that I read while everyone talks.
right. Yeah, I don't know. I have two screens, so I got chat on one screen and I got StreamYard on the other.
Okay. Like I said, this is my first time, so it's just kind
Yeah,
of silly that I can't, if I'm stating something and then people are asking me why do I feel that way, but I can't see the comments.
right, right.
So I don't know. I don't want to be I don't want to be like a pain in the ass where I can't answer them. It's not really fair.
Yeah.
So were you saying, does Ziggy have a ghost?
No, I do.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
You have to sage your place. Is it friendly or nice or not?
Uh, I have no clue. I try not to No, I'm not saying. I'm not gonna sing. No. Um. Um. No, I haven't communicated with it. I just noticed that it's there, and that's the only thing I tell people about it. But I
How
don't
have
talk
you
to it.
noticed? What does it do?
It touches me. That's about it.
Oh, you're the guy on last night who said that it happens when you're on Ziggy's panel?
Well, not last night. Night before, or 2 nights ago. Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, like touches you on the shoulder or something.
Yeah.
All right, I was listening to that. So you should sage though. If you feel uncomfortable, go to like the local store and get some white sage, like in an everything natural store where they sell like vitamins and stuff like that. Usually they have it. It's becoming very popular.
Yeah. Uh, it's just trying to get my attention for something, and if it starts doing other stuff, is when I'll do that.
If, have you lived in this house like your whole life, or do you know if somebody died there?
Well, uh, yeah, there was someone that passed away that was, but hold on a minute. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, someone had recently. Well, they
Okay, guys, I'm back.
welcome back. So
So they're gonna turn it on tomorrow, but I asked about turning on myself. I said, "Can I turn on myself?" And she said, "We don't recommend that." But she didn't tell me I couldn't. She actually told me to talk to my landlord about turning off the main water, like that goes into your house, so that there would be no problem with this. And she also made me agree to a liability thing, I guess, that they didn't have me do yesterday. And I don't know. If I can find where the water main goes into the house, like that turns off the water to the whole house, like somebody was mentioning earlier, then there won't be this issue. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's gonna be in the creepy basement.
You think?
Oh yeah, it's underground and it's gonna come into the house, and then it's gonna lead over to your water heater. So it's in the basement.
Well, I
you'll
meet
find
him an
wire.
hour. I'm gonna try to. I wish I could find my post-it notes. I had tons of post-it notes. I'm gonna make a note and I'm gonna tape it to my phone so I can ask my landlord about the water main, and I'll have. And when I go to meet him, I'm gonna turn it off just so we know for a fact. Like we'll get the water on, and so, anyways, sorry for interrupting. What were you guys
Um,
talking about?
she's wanting to know how to see chat on the
I
phone.
found it.
Oh,
Hi,
did you?
Ziggy. It
Okay.
seems that they don't want to talk about the ghost. Who is this lady? I didn't introduce myself. I've never done this before.
Oh,
So I just found the comments. My name is Samantha. And Ziggy, if you see my name, you popped it up a couple times. I was obsessed with the Summer Wells case. And only did I find all of you YouTube creators discussing it when the drama happened. So at first I was kind of turned off by it, like thinking this is terrible, all of this drama happening in this baby's name. But then I'm
Right.
like, well, maybe if these YouTubers who's actually spoken to John are all now communicating with each other and comparing notes, maybe there is that one piece of information that could help find this baby that will slip out.
Right. Yeah, that's true.
So that's just, I don't know. That's how I found all you. And I'm praying today that they continue the search and that something happens before Christmas and winter comes.
Right. Wouldn't that be the best Christmas gift is we find summer? But mine is in front of my home in the yard next to the street. Well, I think they're talking about not like where the water company turns it on. I think they're talking about where the it goes into the hold on. Bev, I'm going to mute you because we're hearing a little bit. You have to mute YouTube. I'm not talking about where the water company turns it on. I'm talking about where there's also another valve that I can turn it off completely. That is
Yeah, it's gonna
different
be in the
in the
basement.
water company. So, Cindy, if you don't like it, you can go elsewhere until we get done. It's kind of a rude comment.
Yeah, like this is it's your YouTube channel.
Hey,
Ziggy,
Bev.
can I ask you a question?
Yeah, go for it.
Like, what attracted you to the Summer Wells case, and were you already? Because the first time I ever heard you pop up was on a phone call with Molly Golightly. Have you been in this true crime for a while, or it was just Summer Wells tugged at your heart?
Yeah, I have been in this community for a while, but I wasn't doing YouTube. I was just, like everybody else talking in the chats. I was really, really into the Chris Watts case. And I think that's how I really got like into YouTube and, into the community was with the Chris Watts case. That's definitely the people were talking about that case like hardcore for like 3 years. And then we had the Cash Gurnan case that I was super interested in too and involved in. And then there was one other case. Like, why am I not thinking of it? I don't know. Maybe it was just Chris Watts, Cash Gurnan. And then Summer Wells happened. And I don't even know exactly how, what got me interested. I think that, just what everybody in this community was talking about. So I'm guessing
She's just tugged at America's heart.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to stop, which is good. But like I said, it is kind of sad with all the drama.
Well, the story got me involved in it. It just didn't make sense, and I was really angry at the time. But I ended up changing my mind about things. So,
I don't think Don and Candace are ever going to break unless they're separated. I see so many people say they're addicts, but they're
Yeah.
also addicted to each other. And I've said in comment, I don't know how you guys feel about this, but I think if the theory that one of the boys possibly hurt her, I think that she would even be so down righteous and dirty to blame it, to tell Don that one of the boys did it, because she was more afraid that, like, oh, because Summer was the prize, that's who got the attention. She was jealous. So I can imagine if she said, I hurt Summer, he would freak out. But then he would be complicit because, especially if she's going to blame the boys, and then he would just cover it up, you know? I don't know. It's such a wild story with all the theories, but
I know, right? My theory my theory is always changing. I mean, it seems like I don't even have a certain theory. Hey, Bev. You could just like, speak up whenever you.
Well, I'm like you. I have laryngitis too. I've had it for about a week or so now. I wanted to tell you that I own my own house and I had to remodel. So that's one thing you're going to want to know how to do is turn that water on and off. Mine is right outside by the road. It's like an oval, thing where they pick it up to do your readings every month. And there's a meter on there. So if there's anything running or anything open, you'll be able to see that moving when you turn it on, and you can just turn it right back off with a pair of pliers.
Yeah. Oh, you have to use
But
pliers.
very importantly, though, you need to have your heat on before you turn the water on because your pipes will freeze and then your pipes will bust. So you want to make sure that you got heat on first.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm waiting for the gas company. So,
yeah.
And now the heat's going to be on before now because it's it's supposed to happen today. Debbie said, Rachel says, could someone answer this? Is Don's son the one he tried selling and Rose about the same age? Yeah, I would think so. Yeah, because how old was Rose Bly when she went missing? Like early 20s?
That is so sad.
His son would probably be about, 30-ish?
I haven't heard this. What are you saying? Trying to sell the son?
Huh?
What are you saying? Trying to sell a son? I haven't heard this.
You haven't heard that?
No.
Yeah. Don.
Let's say the story is different if you hear it from different creators.
Don,
Prayer Garden said he turned out to be a really good boy, though, right?
Probably did him a favor.
Don's Otis? No.
Prayer Garden said he turned out to be a really good man. That's what I heard.
No, he's got a record too.
No.
Yeah, he's
That's
a sex
so sad.
offender.
I feel so sorry for them boys.
He's
I
a
really
sex
do.
offender, but it's a different situation. It's a little bit different because he was like with a girl who was much younger, like, I don't know, like probably about 13 or so when he was 17. And then he got her pregnant and then he, like when he was 18 and stuff. So that's how he got in trouble with it. And, but, so it's a little bit different than.
Yeah, different creators say different things about that whole situation.
But yeah, so Don Jr., Don's oldest, his Pamela, Don's ex-wife, claims that, or said to like Mary and all his family that Don tried to, she had to go get their son back because he was on the freaking street, basically with a sign. I don't know how that would be ballsy. How do you even go about that? Like have a signed baby for sale? Like really? I don't even. Rose would be about 33, 34.
How is he not in jail? I mean, I don't understand how he's kept from getting put in prison. Already.
I would guess it would be it's going to be any day. I mean, we've been saying any day now for months.
It seems like it's coming up on that. It really does.
Yeah.
my whole thing is the reason why he's not locked up is because when you got family in the police department, you don't get locked up.
That makes me
Yeah.
crazy,
Some towns,
especially
it's all
with like
about who you know.
abuse.
And that's the way my town is. But I also worked as a correction officer, and he's going to be handed paper and toilet paper through a hole in the wall. So that's what
No,
he's got to look forward to.
Jackie, what I mean is different is that he was a minor when he started. He was a minor and it was like a relationship. It wasn't like how Don was creeping around a 5-year-olds, you know, and I don't know. It's not different. It's still against the law, I get, you know, but there's different levels of sex offenders. And I think it's a different level of, I don't know. I don't know about the sex offender thing works, but he was underage when he started dating this girl, and he kept trying to date her even after the baby was born, even after he got in trouble and stuff. I don't know. I guess it's a opinion how you guys feel about that.
I married someone who was 9 years older than me, and I was with him at 15. So it does happen, and I ended up marrying him, and we had 3 children together. So it happens. My parents could have put him in jail, but it just worked out that way. I guess, and like our parents, they've got married in 14 and 15, you know. So in the olden days, I guess people were to get together like that, but he was much older than me, and I probably should have never been dating him. But we ended up getting married, and we were together for years. I'm a widow, but
But it
yeah, it
also
happens.
it also depends on if the guy or girl is abusive. Well, more likely it's going to be if the guy's abusive. If the guy's abusive, the parents are going to try to get him arrested on anything. So,
Well, all his friends knew that he didn't have no business being with somebody as young as me.
well,
But I had older sisters, and you know they were the same age as him, and we just clicked, you know. And I just grew up really fast. And was probably doing a lot of stuff I wasn't supposed to be doing back then, but it worked out. You know, we were lucky that it actually worked out. We had a really good family.
Wait, did I
But
receive?
well, that's what I mean.
aw,
I bet if he was abusive to you or beat on you or something like that, your family would have had different thoughts about him.
well,
Thank
at
you, Renee. I
15,
just want to say thank you to Renee. Sorry for cutting you off, Bev.
it's okay.
Thank you, Renee, for I just saw your PayPal. I don't know your screen name, but thank you so much. Whoever Renee was. I don't know. Maybe she goes by Nay. It might be Nay. Um, but yeah, I don't go ahead, Bev. Sorry.
At 15, there was things he was going into bars and drinking with his friends, and it wasn't a fair relationship at the beginning by no means. And I really didn't have a childhood. The fact that my mother was bad off sick, and I quit school, you know, I did a lot of stuff I wasn't supposed to do. I ended up in that situation, and I paid for it dearly in years to come. But we still managed to make it. I've got 3 kids that are grown, and I've got 4 grandsons. And like I said, I'm a widow. He's gone now. But you know, things like that do happen. You know, I mean, I wasn't abused or anything like that, but I think my life would have been differently if I could have dated someone my own age and grew up like normal people do. But
So
sometimes it's the
Yeah.
situation and how you're brought up and the people that you're around. You know,
do you think your home life affected it, you going and being with that older man?
yeah, it was terrible, but my mother was homesick and she couldn't do anything with me. So I'd come home from school, my books would hit the table, I'd grab my purse and I'd be gone. I'd go out, and I did all kinds of crazy stuff. And
But I bet you found home with him, like you were safe. You felt safe. That's
I've
what
always
older men
blamed it
do.
on my father because my father was an alcoholic and I never had a father around. So when he gave me that attention, I think that's what hooked me. I think that's what it was. And
Yeah.
all the way up till he died, we even split up. He was still always there for the things like the pliers and turning off the water. He was always there for those things, and he always took care of me. That's why with Ziggy, with you living with someone 9 years like that, we lived together for 7 years before we got married and had children. So I can relate to that too.
Yeah.
But it happens, you know, sometimes it happens like that. People get in relationships. People don't really look at the numbers when they're older. It's just when they're younger. At 15, my father would have killed him, but he won't nowhere around to do anything about it.
Yeah. Thank you,
So,
Nate 3. I saw your comment. And Alice, I hope you have a great day at work. Thank you. Southern Charm, Mama says, BK, he's on the phone with Knox County saying some man is trying to dig up little girl's body, talking about Summer. BK is, what is he talking about?
Oh my God.
I'm reading the comments.
That guy. I tell you,
Well,
that
Ziggy,
guy.
I am really happy for you for finding a place, and I know you're going to have
Aw,
great times with your daughter. It reminds me of me and my daughter. So I know y'all are going to be doing good, but always get them like turning that water on and off. Get someone to show you how to do it, because one day you'll need it. You'll need a pair of pliers, and go ahead and get you a hammer and some screwdrivers and stuff too, because you're going to need stuff like that. And that way you'll be prepared
I
when
was just
something
thinking
like that
about that.
happens.
I'm like, I'm gonna need a hammer because I have this bed I bought, but I'm like, how am I gonna put this together? I don't have any tools.
Get you a box of tools. I did the high heel shoe and a butter knife for a long time. That isn't no fun. Go ahead and get you a little set of tools so that you'll have them, and ask questions and get them to show you things that you need to know, like turning the power off. There's a main switch outside, and you should have one on your fuse box inside too. Things like that you'll need in case of an emergency.
Yeah.
Hey, PG, I want to tell you something about that. I don't
let me
know
read
for
this. It says Donald's ex-wife said he tried to sell their son for drugs. I cannot believe that due to the fact that drug dealers already see drug has as worthless parents. So asking when to buy your child is not what? You don't believe that. Okay, go ahead, Festivus.
it's about that comment that you just had up.
Yeah.
The what I heard the situation was is that he went to go get drugs, and then like a mindless parent, I left my kid in the store, got in the car, and drove off. The same situation happened. He got the drugs, got in the car, and drove off. That was what I was told. That he didn't like say, "Here, I'm going to give you my kid for the drugs and leave." That wasn't the situation. That's what was
He was
told to
actually
me.
standing. I thought Mary said he was actually standing on the road. Is Mary still in chat? Sorry, I'm not by the computer. Kind of.
Yeah, it's fine. Well, that's what's the story. That's what I'm saying. Each story that you hear from different creators is going to be different from the next. But that kind of sounds like a mindless parent would do. But any way it goes, it's still bad.
It's just so sad. I have 2 boys, and I couldn't imagine us treating our children like that. And they're so successful, and they're doing so well now, and they have children of their own, and I couldn't imagine it. I could not imagine treating my child like that.
Yeah,
But anyway, Ziggy, I wish you all the luck in the world. I gotta go.
Oh, thank you so much for coming up here.
All right, well, get you some pliers and good luck.
I will. I'm gonna go look for some right this second.
All right. See you later.
All right, bye.
All right,
Good.
bye.
Ziggy, did you find this house through one of your YouTube people, like in the chat?
Well, no, I found it before somebody had mentioned it, but yeah, people did mention it.
Oh, no, because that's amazing. The power of YouTube.
Yep. Yep.
And it also shows how much support she has behind her.
Yeah, that's why I was asking. I really needed, help just finding a nice house that somebody would, get, because with myself, since I'm self-employed, with my shop and stuff, I don't have like pay stubs and stuff. So I was really just needing somebody to give me a chance. That's all it was. But yeah, I agree, Scooby-Doo. I'm not going to say anything more about like specifically the house, about like who, because then they're going to like use that to try to figure out, what house it was, and they're going to try to, dox me that way. And
yes, be careful. I didn't mean to put your info out like that. I was just saying,
No,
like,
I get it.
you
I
know,
get it.
you have really good subscribers. Someone's saying,
Yeah,
"Are
no,
you a
I don't.
grandma?"
No, that's why I kind of hesitated on that question because I was like,
Someone says I'm baiting you. I wasn't baiting you. I was just saying the power of YouTube.
Garden, no,
No
she's not a
disrespect.
grandma. Garden grower, she's not a grandma. Ziggy's not a grandma. Not yet.
no. Sorry, I was muting because I was chewing. No, I'm not a grandma. I guess technically I could be old enough to be a grandma, but no, I only have one child and hopefully no time soon. Hopefully at least 10 years from now.
Can I ask about this doxing? I didn't even know that that was a word. I was gonna have to like Google it. So that's not illegal. What they're doing is they just take
In
somebody's
some states,
information.
It is. All right, it's hard to explain. Doxing is illegal if you're giving the information out, but the problem is that it's public information. Anyone can find it, but it's for that person to find it. I can't get your info and just throw it online. It's illegal. If the people want to know your information, they have to look you up.
Right, but broadcasting it to the world to see, that's
well, I
That's
have made
illegal.
reports and I have made a report with internet crimes, and so has like several other people. So it's just
Yeah.
a matter of them doing something about it. He also, like I've said a million times, you can't use those background sites. When you go and sign up for them, they even tell you that it's a federal crime to use them in a malicious way. That you agree not to use it maliciously when you sign up for those sites. And yeah, so that itself is a crime, using that as a way to try to cause problems for somebody, try to, ruin things for them, try to, exactly what they're doing. So yeah, it is a crime. It's just getting somebody to freaking do something about it.
right.
Yeah, just giving the information out is what the problem is. I can look anybody up that I want as long as I don't
Yeah, and
show that information.
that's why he wanted to make sure everybody knew my real name, so they could look that information up themselves. But he is making it obviously him, searching it all over the internet, showing it for everybody to see is, and yeah, he's
a special one. I cruise his chat every once in a while because I just like to, try to stay updated, which is kind of complicated, but yeah, I'm not so sure about him. He's a special egg. I don't want to say anything bad. I don't want to, it's scary what the internet can do and what he is doing to people.
Well,
Garden Grower, that's her name. Alice Lynn, I love being a Grammy is her username. Her whole username is Alice Lynn, I love being a Grammy. So I see what you mean. Why you thought that now, Garden Grower. Yeah, so when I responded to her, that I see what you mean.
A lot of people think this doxing is something new, and no, it's been around for a very long time, and a lot of people have been doing it. It's just everybody was too scared to say something about it, that this person is doing it, because the backlash afterwards. And it's bad afterwards because you're accusing somebody of doing something.
Yeah, it's scary.
Yeah. And the DDoS attacks are really bad too. They get your IP address, and then they sell it to somebody, and then that person's got 10 computers, and they hit your IP address with all 10 computers, and they just knock out your internet. You can't use your internet for days.
ICU says she found divorce records in Arkansas for Don and Sharon Wells in 2005. That's correct. And I also found a restraining order filed by Pamela against Don out of Arkansas.
Yeah. Well, when it comes to court records, that's different. That's not actually Dawson somebody.
Oh no,
Tell
I
me,
was just
Candace, sorry.
no, I was just saying I was just talking on a different subject, not doxing. But go ahead.
Yeah.
They're a product of their environment. The reason I get upset when I see people go after Jody Sue is because you have to imagine she lives there in those hills, in those hollers with her neighbors. I wouldn't want to come forward at first. I don't know if I would want to come forward at all. She's got to go to that local grocery store or the gas station to get her cigarettes. That's not going to make the other neighbors happy about what she's putting out there about their little local community. So never mind, like, so she's taking heat from the internet, but she actually lives there. Like, I don't think that crosses people's minds that the chance that she's taking by putting out what she is putting out. Now I just think she's fed up and she's telling it all. But that's like a big risk for her. I think people should have like a lot more compassion for her.
Yeah.
And when people say like, "Oh, how can you not call CPS? How can you not call CPS?" Well, we've seen how many times CPS has been called. I don't know if you guys seen the video when this first happened. Somebody put out about CPS being overrun in Tennessee and the children were sleeping on blankets and little things that you take the tents or things that you
Yeah,
take
that's
camping.
I played that here. That's critical thinking crime. She's amazing.
So imagine,
Yes.
like if they're overrun and there's so many other that, like I said, it's a product of your environment. It's your town. Some towns are just overrun with drugs, and that's how all families are. I mean, not to the extent of your child is going to go missing, but I'm saying like it's kind of normal. I don't think people realize that how bad drugs, opioids are today in certain places. Like, have you guys heard of Kensington in Philadelphia?
Yeah.
It's like open air heroin community. You just go there, and the cops are right on the streets, just watching it all unfold.
Wow.
Real
they
quick.
called?
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was wondering what's she talking about? What community?
Kensington. It's in Philadelphia. It's the largest open air community in the whole United States. You just drug addicts, they just go there and they sleep on the streets
So
and
they know they can go there to find drugs, and drug dealers know that they can go there to find people that want drugs. And yeah,
and the cops just stand on the corner. Like it's so overrun. There's nothing that they can do about it. Well, there's nothing that they have been doing about it. You can Google it. You will be mind blown. That's what I don't think people understand. This isn't just this holler in Tennessee. This is all over.
Yeah.
And it's really sad.
Everybody's wanting everybody to call CPS and stuff like that, but there's two things that you guys need to think about. Orrin and Orson West was foster kids. Look what happened to them. They was in a foster home and came up missing. Here recently, there was a foster parents that killed their kid. They killed the kid that they was fostering. It was recent. It just recently happened. So you're forcing CPS to take kids out of their home, put them in another home where they're just going to get abused even more. This is not going to solve the situation. It's not going to solve anything. But what can you do when a kid is being abused? You can't. You take them out of the home and put them in somewhere else where they're just going to get abused even more.
Do we know for a fact that she didn't call CPS?
Who?
I mean,
Jody?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think she's ever said that she has.
I think she might have on Facebook. I try to get up I try to catch up on her videos at nighttime.
I mean, we don't know everything.
People need to realize what's going on, though. Calling CPS is just not going to solve it. It's not. It's going to make matters worse at sometimes. I'm not saying every case is like that, but they do these background checks on these families to do foster parenting, but then they come out to be even worse than the situation they was in. So how's that fair to the child?
Six says she's never called. Yeah. Well, I mean, we do know like they were called 7 times within a year period. So, and it, so they were still there. It took, Summer missing to save the boys.
Yeah, it's corrupted place. They're not for the kids because if so, they would do better.
Right. 6 up. Yep. She says you have to make reports if you suspect something. We have to be the children's voice. Yeah.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying not to call CPS, but most of the time it's well. Here recently, it hasn't been a good call to call CPS because
I
of the
liked
stuff
that
that's been
voice
going
comment.
on.
Sorry. That voice comment where you said we have to be the voice. You also, I don't have kids. I had a terrible upbringing. I had child trauma, therapy, all this stuff. But you also have to teach your children to use their own voice. There's so many kids out there that are scared to tell.
Yeah,
that are
but
scared to speak up. They have to also
but
have
that's
the
the good
confidence.
homes. That's the good homes that are teaching their kids to use their voice. The bad homes aren't going to be telling them, hey, go, to report us, for abusing you.
That's where the school, the community, and the neighbors come in. Hey, are you okay? Something don't look right here.
Yep. The school should be definitely teaching kids to speak up if they, and giving examples what is type of behavior they should, not be, that should not be happening. If the kids know what's wrong, because as a young child, you don't know you know no differently. That's your home, that's where you live, that's your everyday life, and no differently. But if the schools are teaching what is wrong behavior by parents, then it's more likely that this stuff is going to be, kids are going to speak up and stuff. But as a kid, yeah, you're scared because you think you're going to be in a bunch of trouble. You think,
yeah, it's tough. That's why I think that I hope the boys, wherever they are, is good, and that maybe the cops will start to come down on them a little harder if they know something, to say something. But if they don't break, then I completely understand the fear. It's just sad. It's just sad.
6 Up says, just like Jody Sue swearing those boys aren't talking, that means she knows they were brainwashed. And honestly, once they get treated right, more bad hot males, they will talk. But
it's going to take time, and it's going to take somebody that they trust. I don't really want to go much into my story. Like I couldn't see myself coming on anyone's panel for the first time except for you, because I felt like this would be like a safe space and I would be comfortable. I might do like Jenna. Jenna I've been talking with, and she's gonna do these videos for domestic violence and trauma.
I did mine last night.
Oh, I didn't get the link.
Yeah.
Oh, I was actually sleeping a lot yesterday.
I didn't know you did yours already.
Yeah, I did mine last night.
Congratulations. But where I was going was, I had a secret. I'm now 35, and I didn't tell until I was 30. And that's only because my brother, he's 10 years younger, he had a daughter. And I could not bear the thought of something happening to her. So I had to get my shit together. It was horrible. And I finally told. So I know myself what I went through every day to carry a secret, to carry a burden. It's not a warm bed and a hot meal isn't going to do it. It's going to be trust. It's going to take a little bit of pressure, but somebody that they trust.
Katie says, wait, you want the schools to teach kids to be scared of their parents? And that's not at all what I said. Where did you get that at? Why is it the school's job to teach my kids about CPS and what's okay or not? The schools cover up as well. Is that what I said? That I was wanting to teach kids to be scared of their parents? No, I want, there's got to be somebody else besides the parents that are teaching kids what is okay and what is not okay behavior by, in their home. If they don't know better, they don't know that sexual assault is not, I mean, how is a kid that's getting sexually assaulted or abused horribly going to know that it's wrong? They have to be taught that it's wrong. Who's going to teach them?
Right, right.
We have to have somebody teaching these kids what is wrong behavior by their caregivers. And the parents that are doing this type of stuff aren't going to be teaching their kids what's okay and what's not. So somebody else has to do it that's in the community, like, in schools or something.
Yeah, that's what a guidance counselor is for,
Yeah, if a parent's touching them and doing things, they're going to be saying, "Don't tell anyone. Don't tell anyone." They're not going to be telling them, "Hey, this is bad. Don't let people do this to you." It's just not going to happen that way. So somebody outside the family has got to be able to tell kids what's right and what's wrong.
Yeah, that's what I meant. I don't want kids scared of their parents. I'm not an expert at it. I don't know exactly how to go about it. And I don't know how exactly they can say it so that kids aren't scared of the parents and stuff. But, I'm not talking like spankings and stuff like that. I'm talking about, kids. I don't know how. I remember when I was in elementary school, they taught us, they had a doll and told us bad touch, good touch. I guess I don't know if they still really do that, but I don't know how. Some kids don't. You don't know. You just don't know as a child. And they have to be taught somehow, and they have to feel safe. We have to make it so the kids feel safe to go to somebody, knowing that, and so they know that they're not going to be in trouble, or they're not going to be. If they're already scared of their parents, they're going to be afraid to tell because they know if they tell, they're going to be hurt worse.
Yeah, the worst thing is you don't think people are going to believe you. So
Camilla,
that's where the trust comes in.
Camilla says, facts, Ziggy, school in Sweden to always talking about this. I told my kids, if you see something, say something. I have 3 kids because I saved 3 kids because of this. I never spanked my kids. Sweden is even jail time for that. Oh, wow. On Thanksgiving, I thought about the boys. I'm sure it was very different Thanksgiving for them. I hope they feel safe and know they are loved.
I wish that the parents, how Don said on your, I think that was you, right? Where he said that he pulled Josie aside and told him something he talked about Summer. He wasn't supposed to. Yeah. Was that your phone call?
I think. I'm not.
I think it was, but right there. So he just said that he violated the gag order to talk about things that he shouldn't. But I wish they had no communication with the parents, because just when they're starting to feel good and they're getting comfortable to a new environment, their eyes are opening, that phone can ring and it's their dad or their mom, and it's taking them right back. I don't think they should have any communication with the parents.
Yeah, not if they're gonna, do things like that, because the kids are already put in the middle, and you don't want to make the boys feel like, where they don't want to see their parents because they dread, being, I don't know. They might be afraid to, that they're going to be in trouble they might still be kind of scared of their parents when they go see them and stuff. I don't know.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
Just the VA girl. She said, I never spanked my kids either. Just my opinion, but I think it's wrong. I was definitely spanked as a child, and I have like a couple times with my daughter, and it made me feel so bad, and it made me feel like I don't like taking my aggression out on my child. It makes me feel uncomfortable. Feels like
My punishment to my kids, even my story was out. I was beat when I was a kid, but what I did with my kids was I made them sit in a corner, and that was how I beat my kids. Was I put them in a corner.
I think
Sandra,
it's
you just
communication.
Sandra Powell, you just click the link at the top, and it will ask you what name you want to go by. You type that in, and then there's a little camera thing you can click, so it turns off your camera. You can also turn it off. Like, you can turn it off at any point. It doesn't have to be right then either.
I'll always come in muted too, so you can mute yourself when you first come in, and then unmute it once you come in.
Because sometimes, which that's a good idea, because sometimes you'll have like YouTube in the background and stuff. It might take you a second to turn off the YouTube in the background. So if you come in muted, that's good, because you can make sure first that your YouTube's turned off and everything. Because even if you're on your phone, sometimes you can have YouTube up and not even know it. It might be in one of your open tabs that you can't even see, and that will cause an echo. Susan Booth says children need to understand stranger dangers and also how to identify who the adult is to trust. A mom and other kids might help a lost kid more than a skateboard chain swinging dude. What's safe? Yeah, that's a good point. They need to know who they can go to, who they can trust. Okay, so Sandra, I can see it's trying to come up. Currently, it says your devices are not connected, Sandra. I don't know. Sometimes that means the internet connection is not very good, or
she hasn't said yes or no that can take control of your microphone and webcam.
yeah, and it won't let me add somebody when it says their devices are not connected. I don't know if you can, like, it might help to plug in like headphones. I don't know. Yeah, that's true, Prayer Garden. A lot of children do tell but are not believed. That is worse than just not ever telling.
Yeah, that's the number one fear.
Hooka on Foxy Woxy for me. I think that's how you say it. She's got a good point too, or he's got a good point. I'm sorry, I misgendered you. I'm sorry.
That one.
Yeah.
Fearing their kids about CPS taking them away. That's why they don't tell. Elementary schools are required to have these programs in 3rd, 4th grades.
Yeah, that's
well, those are bad
true.
parents. I'm sorry. You shouldn't put fear in your child and threaten them that somebody's going to come and take them away.
Exactly. That's what I'm talking about.
Well, that's the type of people that do it, though. The people that do that is the ones that are abusive. They'll say things like that so that kids don't tell. They'll be like, "Oh, you're going to go to a home and that you don't know anybody."
Think about who these pedophiles are. It's the uncle, the brother, the stepdaddy, the guy at church, the baseball coach. And they're predators, and they specifically pick out a child. And I would say 99% of the chance that child does not have a good home life. They're not getting attention. They're not getting the gifts. They selectively pick these children for a reason, and it has to do with their home.
Why we keep bringing it that it's a guy doing it? Women do it too.
Yes, I'm not. I'm sorry. This is, that's just. I'm sorry.
No, I'm just saying that there's women that do it too. It could be your aunt, it could be your mom, it could be your grandma.
Correct. And most people think that a sex offender has a specific type, a boy or a girl. Some don't care. They'll choose both, which a lot of people don't know that. They think it's just like, oh, this one wants girls and this one wants boys. That's not the case.
Sandra, I don't know what happened, but I had to mute you when you were up here because I could hear in the background. YouTube, I don't know if you got it fixed, but now it's saying device is not connected again. I don't know why. Let's work together. Teamwork make the dream work. In the 70s, parents could give permission to the principal and they could spank children at school. I remember there being a board thing, like a paddle, when I was in elementary school that kids would have to sit on if they were bad. Like, I guess it was uncomfortable.
Yeah, I was peddled in grade school.
That's true,
Sixth grade.
Katie. Katie's correct. Schools, YMCA, police, doctors, churches, they're all possible abusers. It isn't always in the home. That's very true, right?
Yeah, they go where children are.
Good choice.
Especially the safe space, church.
That's very true, right? Okay. Hey, Sandra, you're up here. You just need to mute your YouTube in the back or close the YouTube. You don't need the YouTube open when you're on StreamYard because you can still use or see comments and stuff through StreamYard and you can just unmute when you got it fixed.
I just tell Camilla, God bless you. I just read her comment.
I was essayed. Summer foster father. Go there under the summer from only 5 to 10. I never told day he died. That day was justice for me. I partied. I don't understand that.
She partied her ass off. It happened between the ages of 5 to 10, and she never told.
Then 29, I'm now 42. Wow.
So imagine holding in a secret for that long.
Right.
That's what worries me about the boys.
Yeah. Who was that? I just saw. Joyce, you're right. Abuse starts mentally, then moves to sexual. Yeah, because that's called grooming. Joyce, you're right. Abuse starts mentally, then moves. Hey, Sandra. Sexual. Yeah, because that's called grooming. We're still hearing the YouTube in the background. You can mute. You don't have to drop. Well, see, I don't know what's going on. She is having issues with her.
I don't think people realize that sex offenders, they also have a lot of rights. They have a lot more rights than the victim. When you go to court, it's like really, really a shitty situation. And that's where like we as the people in the community see something, say something and stand up. Only we can change our state laws. Like the victim advocate, they don't really get support from the local person on the street. And these rules are just, they're more for the predator, for the abuser. It's really, really a terrible thing.
It's not three healers. It is absolutely not always men. There's a lot of women abusers, especially physical abuse. I mean, and there's, you guys, when I looked up sex offenders near me, there's women sex offenders. I mean, like, oh my God, what the heck? I don't know. There's weirdos, both men and women. I think probably like most women sex offenders, maybe they're sleeping with somebody underage, I guess. I don't know. There is some that are even, SA children. It's weird. I can't even, I don't.
Yeah, it's like the teacher sleeping with her student.
Man, that's not true.
That's like the female teacher that's sleeping with the student. She went to jail, and when she got out, she got pregnant by the
She married him. Yep.
Yeah,
Mary Kay Letourneau.
Yeah.
That was
yeah.
Aren't they divorced now? And that man
passed away.
Who? What was the name?
Mary Kay Letourneau. She passed away from cancer. He's actually writing a book about it.
Oh, is he saying how it affected his life?
Now more so, he's coming out because they have 3 daughters. So the question he gets is, so how would you feel if your teacher did this to your daughter? And he's older. So I think now that she's passed away, he's recognizing with her not around and the therapy that he's going through, and he's
Yep.
writing his book, which I guess is becoming very cathartic for him. So he's realizing more and more how he was the victim. I seen him. He was on like,
You're
one of
right.
the
She
talk
did
shows.
die of cancer. She died in 2020. And that is who I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's who I'm talking about too.
Yeah, here.
I think that's the one that went to jail for dating him when he was in high school.
Yeah, here's a
Mhm.
picture of her.
Yeah, that is her. Yep.
She was out on
dated him.
probation, and then she got caught having sex with him in the van.
Yeah, that was when she got pregnant the first time, ain't it? I
Yep.
think that was the first time she got pregnant. It's right after she got out. Or, yeah, she got out. They got together, got pregnant. Yeah, it was crazy.
Look, here's their marriage picture photo. Wow. I don't know. Weird. How much older was she then? I mean, ew, like how old was he again when she?
He was just starting high school when they first started getting together. So maybe 17, 18, 17 or 16, 17, somewhere around in there.
No,
I
12 or
think
13. 12 or 13. Her
Oh,
sixth
wow.
grade student.
6th grade.
Ew,
Okay.
oh my God. And then married him. Oh my gosh.
But
She
think
didn't learn
about
her
it.
lesson, did she?
He didn't have a good home life either. Like I said earlier, usually when you're with somebody older than you, that's the first time you feel safe. That's the first time you have a home with them. That's just for age. He was still a child. I mean, when an adult or like somebody in their 20s goes with somebody in their 40s, chances are they have a bad child life, a bad upbringing. So not only are they finding love, but they're finding safety and security for the first time.
It says Miss Letourneau and Mr. I can't even say his name had 2 children together before he turned 15. They both defended the relationship as consensual, and the couple remarried and the couple married in 2005 after she had served a 7-year prison term. So she died at age 58. So
She
let's
was
see, how old was
charged
she?
with rape. She was charged with raping a 13-year-old.
Oh my God, here she is. Here it is. Yeah. She was 34 when she began a sexual relationship with Mr. I can't even say his name, in 96 when he was 12 or 13. This is from the New York Times, so it's a legitimate source. Wow.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to be, like say that guys don't do this. I was just saying we got to stop just saying guys did it because it puts
Oh,
a
yeah,
it
for
puts a
sure.
bad name.
But this is a good example of the women, I mean, and they continue to, she was in her 30s. I mean, come on. Right? She was 34.
Yep.
And she was normal. She was a regular mom with a husband, children of her own.
Well,
How
not
did she-
normal. Obviously not normal, but you know
But
what
that-
people
but
would
it's-
think she was because of.
But she didn't
Right.
have any traits of this kind of abuse or anything like that, is what I'm saying. Like, how did she just wake up one day and think, oh, this 13-year-old's hot?
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm guessing that she was abused as a child, or she was sick. I don't know. But you know what? We can't even say that because there's lots of people that are essayed and they learn from, they learn to be the exact opposite of their abuser. So
It's either or, but I do think most that abuse people have been abused in their life. Unfortunately, they continue the pattern.
poor Sandra's having the hardest time getting up here on panel.
Aww.
I hear you laughing. I hear you, Sandra.
We got you now.
But she'll probably drop.
Oh, Lord of mercy.
Is this your first time as well, Sandra? I don't know if she heard me.
Sandra, we hear you.
Yeah, absolutely. That's why it only took me an hour.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I have to go
Oh,
in a
good,
second
good.
too.
You can't see me though, can you?
Nope. Your camera's off. You did it correctly. Now you know.
That's
At
okay.
least. I do have to go here in a
Okay.
second, but at least
Well,
you
right.
made it.
Oh my God.
Figured it out. Yeah, it's 1:40 and I had to meet the landlord at 2. And but I guess while you guys are somebody said Sandra.
Right.
Well, I want to thank you, Ziggy,
Yeah.
for letting me come up.
Yep. I've heard worse. Sandra D and
Yeah. Look at me, I'm Sandra D.
I'll take myself down.
I just
How do
wanted to
I?
say
Thank you,
hello.
Samantha. Thank you.
Can you
I
guys
just
hear
want
me?
to say a prayer for Summer. I really hope today's the day. And again, thank you so much, because I may do the thing with Jenna and I was kind of nervous. So this was my first time and I really appreciate you. And just don't get the haters what they want. Just ignore them.
Right.
You really give them views. You talk about somebody and then everybody goes to their page to see what they say about you.
Yep, that's why they do it. It's
telling
actually pretty smart of them to do that.
Yeah, it's bait and hook.
Yep.
So I'll catch your next live later. And
Okay.
sir, I don't know your name, but thank you so much. And everyone have a good day and God bless. We find Summer.
All right. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Bye-bye.
Sandra.
I've heard it all.
Sandra, can you hear us? I think she has a lag.
There might be a delay.
She has a lag. Dang it. She has a really bad lag. That's why she's answering. Did you get the emails? Yeah. LJ, I did. I saw that they're selling. You showed me that they're selling like 78.
Agreed. Agreed.
Yeah, she's really behind on the. She's really lagging.
They don't have anything else.
Okay, I'm gonna.
They are not.
I'm gonna drop her because she's really lagged. And I have to go anyways. I'm sorry, Sandra, but now at least you figured out how to do it, and maybe next time, I think you're in an area where your internet's not very good, and that's why it kept bringing you up and dropping you, bringing you up and drop you, and also why you're lagged. I hear lick lick pop all day. For the longest time, I thought he was saying liquid pop. Yeah, thank you guys so much. Thank you, Lachelle. I'm gonna go meet my landlord. I have to get changed real quick too, so that's why only literally takes me 1 minute to get down there.
Hey, I responded to your Discord message and I sent you a picture too. So when you get,
okay, I'm trying to remember what your message was or what my message was, but I'll check it out.
About a certain someone.
Oh, okay. I'm trying to be more involved in the Discord.
Yeah.
So and message people back and stuff. But yeah, I should probably be back on later. And but I don't know why I haven't heard from the gas company yet. Still waiting on them to come out. They're supposed to call me 30 minutes in advance. Still waiting. Probably go over there and probably be a note on the door that I wasn't home or something. It's like they probably forgot to call me. Of course, it's pouring outside too, so crappy day to move stuff.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Yes, exactly, Lady Bird. Also let our kids know that nice looking people can be bad too. And kids need to know that even good people, like people that have, like what Samantha was saying is like she was a normal person, talking about this lady, Miss Letourneau. Even our teachers really can, we don't want them scared of everybody, but still, like, it is possible, it's very possible a lot of times that these people that are actually monsters are, have good jobs. There's my alarm to remind me I need to go.
All right, I'm going to hop down.
But yeah, thank you guys so much, and I will see you soon. And I'm sorry, Sandra, you have a storm coming in. You must be near where I'm at, because same here. Anyways, I will see you guys later. Okay, have a great day.